Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new video. Today is going to be on the topic how to become a polyglot. Last time I gave you a video with the most asked questions that I get as a polyglot, and one of the most obvious questions is how to become a polyglot. As I was scrolling through the comments, I saw that someone asked how to become a polyglot, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? This is also one of the most questions I get, or something that people want to know, how to become a polyglot. So here I'm going to give you a couple of steps on how you can get closer to becoming a polyglot and how you can get to the place of becoming a polyglot. So if you want to know, then definitely stay tuned. Alright, before I mention any step, please stick with me until the end of the video, because one of the most important steps is at the end of the video. So definitely stay with me. For the first step, ask yourself why you want to become a polyglot. Most people just want to become a polyglot, kind of like to, say I speak 10 languages. But what's the purpose of speaking so many languages when there is no real goal, no real use for those languages? So if you learn a language and you will not use it, then it's basically dead. It's like not being there, essentially. Because this is something that I see a lot of people saying, that they want to become a polyglot and they want to speak multiple languages, but they kind of don't know where to start. They just know that they want to speak multiple languages, like they want to learn French, Spanish, everything at the same time. So I made a couple of videos already on how to effectively learn several languages if you want to do so. But what I recommend is always sticking to one language at a time. If you can do so, I'm not saying that you should only learn one language, but I'm saying that you should learn one language at a time. So if you want to become a polyglot, then definitely concentrate on one language at a time first, and then as you go, gradually work your way up to becoming a polyglot. And I said, ask yourself as a first step why you want to become a polyglot, because this question is super important. Why do you want to speak multiple languages? Just for the sake of ticking off languages, or do you really want to communicate with people who speak other languages? And that is the main importance here. If you want to communicate with people who speak other languages, then your approach to language learning is going to be totally different. And this is my approach to languages, actually. I want to communicate. I'm interested in different cultures. I got in most of the languages I speak, in all of them basically, because I was always interested by their culture, by, people I met, and I fell in love with the languages. And I think having that interest and spark in the cultural aspects of the language and the communicative aspect of the languages, that I was able to, mingle with the people, make friends from all over the world with different nationalities who have different cultural backgrounds. And this is something that I love. That's something I'm very passionate about and love so much. And that is, I think, the main thing that helped me learn so many languages. And I see that with other polyglots as well. They have this interest and spark in other cultures primarily, and then after that they learn the language. For a lot of people, they simply like the language too, and with it also it's important that you focus on a couple of resources that you think will be helpful to you, because not every resource is for everyone. So obviously you will have to try out different things, but don't try out everything at once, but try to find out what kind of learner you are and what helps you best. I said all the time, it's simple. I learned languages with just a textbook, like literally 2 textbooks, and the rest was just music and talking to friends. So whenever someone asks me how I got fluent in most of the languages, it is mainly talking to friends. And with that, I'm coming to the last, but definitely not least, I would say the most important step. A lot of polyglots actually mingle and practice or even learn with native speakers. And that's something I've definitely seen a lot. I've met people who have never ever had an English class, an English lesson in their life, but they're fluent in English. And that is basically due to them having English speaking friends and them always being around those friends. I met a Cuban friend of mine. He speaks perfectly English, but he has never ever had an English lesson. And I'm like, how did you learn it? And he's basically saying, because I have a lot of tourists as friends, a lot of Americans, a lot of German, like people from all over who go there, and that is how he learned English. So this definitely shows that you don't have to learn by textbooks, but the most meaningful way and the most effective way is actually getting into community and talking to native speakers, talking with them, exchanging with them, sharing with them. You know, it's on both ends. It's not only that you are learning from them, but they're learning at the same time from you as well. So ever since I started this language learning journey, I wanted to create a community where everyone can exchange with everyone, because I know I have an international community here on YouTube. My viewers are literally from all over the world. I see it every time when I see people in the comments. They're from everywhere. When I see people coming with me on my trips, they're from everywhere. A lot of people here I see still tell me that they don't have anyone to talk to. And despite there being tons of apps, it's not the same as being in a close-knit community where you know there are people from all over basically that you can always talk to on a weekly or daily basis. And this is the community I've always wanted to create, because I know that a lot of you guys are looking for something like that. So with almost every language I learned, I went to language meetups. Before there were like, you know, physical meetups, but nowadays everything is online. So in this community, you will be able to have language partners, exchange and share with different people from all over the world. Someone could be from Mexico and you are from the States and you want to learn Spanish and they want to learn English. Boom, you can exchange on this platform. So this is the great thing, and this is literally always something I've wanted to do for you guys, and I think you will benefit so much. So you can have these language exchanges in language circles. You can talk about different topics, music, language learning tips, share literally everything you need to grow as a community. Growth and strength is definitely always in community. Together we're stronger and better, especially with language learning. For that, I will give you weekly challenges to participate in. You don't have to, but whatever challenge you're taking on, you're basically doing it all together as a community, and you're sharing your challenges and results with each other. And that is something that not only keeps yourself but other people super motivated to go and really share your experience, your journey with the community. So let's build up this Urban Eve Polyglot community. Just click on the link down below to find out everything you need to know to join today. Alright, those were the tips on how to become a polyglot. I hope they were useful, and if you have any other tips, then definitely leave them in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!